Yeah, hi, Gonara. This is Michael Buckoff from BetterTOEFLScores.com. So it looks like you submitted a practice essay on my password protected page of my blog. So let's take a look at what you have. Your introduction first. You have a sense of humor is one of the most important qualities, and I agree with this statement. This quality plays a big role in person's life. Having a good sense of humor helps easily to contact with people and to find a good solution in a halted situation. Okay, your introduction has a specific thesis. You outline 2 key points: easily to contact with people, and then you find a solution in a halted situation. I'm not sure what you mean, so your vocabulary usage is not very good. You're using words, but they don't make a lot of sense. It's hard to understand your meaning, but let's keep going. You have next paragraph. A sense of humor contributes on seeing contact with others in general. Person who has the best sense of humor can find an easily method to have a word with everybody. People who have this quality are very funny and can make smile everyone. I think you want to say make everyone smile. For these types of people, it is next to nothing to find more friends and to entertain people around him. I think you want to say them there because you said people. I have one group mate who has this quality. It really helps him to be on the center of attendance. Again here, that second sentence there, it really helps. That is a comma splice. You can't join 2 independent clauses with a comma. You say he is very sociable, nice, and can communicate almost everyone. I think you want to say can communicate with almost everyone. This quality really helps him to manage difficult situations in the group. For example, he helped my 2 group mates put up with each other. Second, this quality is primary because, now what I would say is, instead of saying this quality, it's probably a good idea to go back to the writing task and to restate that. So you might say, secondly, having a good sense of humor also helps to find out a solution from a difficult situation. Difficult is a better word than halted, I think. It's going to work better. You say it's frequently people are faced, you say faced, with embarrassing questions or inept situations. For example, in our society, we have different types of people, as smart and are not smart. These people who are foolish can ask awkwardly, masterly, to use a kind of anecdote or to escape from this unfavorable question. You're speaking in you're writing in very unclear terms, and you're not giving any specific examples in this paragraph to help illustrate what you're trying to say. So the last paragraph, you say, in conclusion, as a discussion of these points, a sense of humor is a primary quality which helps people to make friends and to make contact easily, and finding out the best resolution in an inept situation. So, all right, Gonara, so your score on this particular writing task is 2.5 out of 5. There's some problems, a lot of problems with grammar. There's a lot of problems with vocabulary, particularly using the right word. So I think these grammatical and vocabulary problems, they're preventing you from fully expressing your ideas. I think you're moving too fast through my 7-step system to pass the TOEFL test. You need to go back to step 1, the vocabulary section. Do the work. Do the work in the vocabulary section first. Remember that in the vocabulary section, I have 2 different lessons. Vocabulary lesson 3, it's an ebook. Print out. I would print the ebook out. Print it and then go through and complete all the different reading, grammar, vocabulary, and listening exercises in that ebook. This is very, very important because that gives you some good basic vocabulary level or vocabulary knowledge. Now, once you've done vocabulary lesson 3, you need to go to vocabulary lesson 4. In this lesson, you learn 1,500 TOEFL words. Now, as you study the words, you want to take each word and put it on a note card. On one side of the note card, put the word. On the other side, put the definition, a sample sentence, and so on. And within each, you study the vocabulary words in terms of, I think it's A through E, which is 500 words. You have E through P, which is another 500. You have P through Z, which is the third 500. Now, as you study each set, or each group of words, each 500 words, you want to go through all of the quizzes and the final exam. Now, once you take the final exam, your goal is to score 80% or higher. Don't move to the next group of words until you get 80% on the vocabulary final exam. Remember, you want to print. You need to print these PDF practice tests out. Print them and study the words. Take a test. Study more, take the next test. Study more, take the next test, on and on and on. So, I mean, in terms of your writing, you're kind of spinning your wheels right now. You're trying to work on your writing skills, but you don't have the vocabulary. And you don't really have the grammar to do that. So go to the vocabulary first. Remember that my 7-step system is set up that you do one step at a time. I wouldn't try to do all the steps together, because if you complete the vocabulary step, then you can go to the grammar, then you can go to pronunciation, and on and on and on. So eventually, when you get to the writing and speaking, these are the last steps, step 6 and 7. But once you've done steps 1 through 5, that's going to give you everything that you need to complete steps 6 and 7. Do you see how it works? So, I mean, you're going to have a lot of trouble moving forward with your writing right now until you solve these problems. I'm being honest with you, right? Okay? Again, your score is 2.5 out of 5. And good luck. Keep working hard.